The NBA offseason is a time when rumors swirl, trade speculation runs rampant, and franchises gear up for the next chapter of their respective journeys. For the Houston Rockets, one name has dominated the discussion since the Milwaukee Bucks' playoff exit: Giannis Antetokounmpo. The two-time MVP's future in Milwaukee has been called into question, sparking a frenzy of trade rumors, with Houston emerging as one of the primary suitors for the Greek Freak's services. But despite the mounting speculation, one question remains unanswered. Will Giannis ask out of Milwaukee, or is he destined to stay put for the foreseeable future? The narrative surrounding Giannis Antetokounmpo has taken an unexpected turn since the Bucks' early playoff exit, which has led to more questions than answers about his future in Milwaukee. The superstar forward's potential availability has generated immense intrigue across the league, and the Houston Rockets find themselves prominently in the conversation. For the Rockets, the prospect of acquiring Giannis presents an exciting opportunity to solidify their position in the Western Conference for years to come. But, as is often the case with blockbuster trade rumors, there is more uncertainty surrounding the deal than most fans would like to admit. The Rockets' golden opportunity. If Giannis does, for the first time in his career, request a trade, the Houston Rockets would seemingly be an ideal landing spot. This is a franchise that has undergone a dramatic rebuild since the departure of James Harden, and while they have a long way to go, the young talent on the roster is beginning to emerge as one of the more exciting and dynamic groups in the NBA. With a mix of athleticism, potential, and developing chemistry, the Rockets are a team that could compete with the best of the Western Conference with the addition of a player like Giannis. The Rockets' rebuilding project under general manager Rafael Stone has been nothing short of impressive, bringing in promising players like Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. The future looks bright for the franchise, and the front office has proven it can navigate the complexities of roster construction. Adding Giannis Antetokounmpo, with his MVP-caliber play and championship pedigree, would be the ultimate move to catapult Houston into contention. But there's a catch: the cost. Pursuing Giannis in a trade could have significant long-term consequences for the Rockets roster, potentially sacrificing years of development and several future assets. The idea of trading for a player of Giannis's caliber is alluring, but it's also a massive gamble. It could set the Rockets back in terms of their long-term trajectory, especially if the cost of acquiring him proves too steep. Will they be willing to part with a large chunk of their young talent and future draft picks to secure a superstar who might be the missing piece to a championship puzzle? That's the debate Houston's front office has been grappling with, and according to reports, uncertainty continues to swirl around the situation. The uncertainty of Giannis's availability. Despite the speculation, it's crucial to note that as of now, Giannis Antetokounmpo has not formally requested a trade from the Bucks. The reigning Finals MVP has long been the cornerstone of Milwaukee's franchise, leading them to their first championship in 50 years. While his future with the team is clouded with questions, it's clear that a direct conversation between Giannis and the Bucks will need to take place in order to determine where things stand. Giannis has made it clear that winning championships is his ultimate goal, and if he believes that his best chance at that success lies elsewhere, it's possible he could ask for a change of scenery. But that remains a hypothetical for now. The Rockets, however, are positioning themselves as one of the primary suitors should Giannis become available. As Kelly Iko of The Athletic reported recently, there has been uncertainty in the past week on Antetokounmpo's actual availability, not to mention the potential asking price Milwaukee would require. This adds yet another layer of complexity to the Rockets' pursuit of the superstar, as the cost of trading for Giannis could be astronomical. Given that Milwaukee would undoubtedly want a significant return for a player of Giannis's caliber, Houston's ability to meet those demands is a question mark. What the Rockets could offer remains an intriguing proposition. With a roster loaded with potential, they could offer a combination of young stars and draft picks in exchange for Antetokounmpo. But even with this package, there's no guarantee that Milwaukee would be willing to part ways with the centerpiece of their franchise. Additionally, other teams around the league would likely jump into the mix if Giannis becomes available, further driving up the cost and creating a bidding war that could price the Rockets out of the race. A.